we're live. What up? What up? What up? What's up, everybody? Hey, how you guys doing? We got our game up on the website. Our game's on the website for both locations now. So the first through fourth are taking care of both days. So you guys have 3 games. I thought that I said both days. 3? No. 3 games over 2 days. All right, 2 on Saturday morning, 8 and 9. All right, and it's at Denver Christian. All right, so for you Broomfield people, you have to travel, but for you South people, it's closer to you, so that's cool. And then Sunday, you guys play again, and then we have a game, 2 games for the high school bunch, 1 game each day, and then a game for the middle school bunch as well. So everyone plays. It's cool. All right, let me see, what else do we have here? It's a Thursday, so tonight we got our practice / open gym. I'll let most of the kids play. What up, Jace? If you're here, check in the comment section so that I know that you're here. I will let the kids play. This is your chance to show off. This is your chance to be brave. What I noticed is that we always have our issues. Okay? I mean, when we're at, let's say, workouts, we're like, man, can we just play some? And then when we're at open gyms, where all we're doing is playing, it's like, why isn't he passing to me? All right. When we're at shooting, you're like, my arm's getting tired. All right. When we're during games, you're like, I don't touch the ball enough. All right, guys, you have to handle yourselves. You have to handle like the ups and downs of this, or else it's gonna break you. Okay, there will always be bad, but the overall is beauty, and the more that you can handle the bad, the more beauty that you get. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, since everyone's complaining, if you choose to just get better instead of complaining, then you will get so good that you will have less to complain about because you'll be in the NBA making millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Because even the NBA guys, they complain too. It's just what we as human beings do, but it slows us down. So don't do that, okay? Don't do that. All right? You should relish each and every single thing that you're taking a part in, whether it's just a team practice, or an open gym, or a workout, or a pre-workout conditioning drill, or a game in which you only have like 5 minutes to play, a game in which no one's passing you the ball, but you have a chance to rebound and to play defense and to do other things to get the ball for yourself and to improve. All right, there's all these things that even like the mental fortitude it takes to be on the bench and to still cheer for your team. All right, you have all these ways to improve, and if you keep improving through every little bitty speck, you're going to become pretty darn amazing after a while. So keep improving out there, keep going. Quote of the day coming at you. We got pain's inevitable, suffering is optional. Of course, this goes out to Rumi Hinoosa. Rumi, whatever his last name is. Yes, pain is inevitable. That means you're gonna get hurt. Suffering is optional. Sounds so deep. I should be like that with my beard. Oh my. Oh yes. You don't have to suffer. You're gonna be in pain. The bad things will happen, but you don't have to suffer. Again, like I just told you about the other stuff, you can flip it around on its head. All right. However you see things, you can see it another way. If your right arm is broken, you practice with your left hand. So when you come back from the injury, all of a sudden you can shoot left-handed. All right. There's all these things that no matter what they are, even if you're like Bruce Wayne and your parents die, just become Batman. I use that pain. All right. But yes, so pain is inevitable. That means that it's gonna happen no matter what. You can't avoid it. But suffering is optional. You don't have to suffer. You will be in pain. But you don't have to feel bad in life. All right, you can take that pain and make it something worthwhile. But let's go to the story of the day. It's what I was just talking about before, so we'll see if you guys can relate it. Watch the story of the day.
Worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but gets you nowhere. If you worry about how you're going to perform, you've already lost. Train hard, focus, and then try your best, and the rest will take care of itself.
got to take care of whatever whatever is within your control. You have to take care of that. All right, nothing else matters outside of whatever is in your control. All right, so you train hard, you focus, and then you try your hardest. That's it. All right, that's it. You just go out there, and then whatever the results happen to be, they happen to be. I guess you can get sad about it. You're like, I tried my hardest and I just did blah, blah, blah. Imagine if you didn't try your hardest. I tried my hardest and all I got was 10 minutes a game. Imagine if you didn't try your hardest, you would have got 1 minute a game. You're like, there's no difference. Well, then you're not a true baller. All right? If all you do is make the NBA, but you're a bench player, who cares? All right? It's not the end of the world. All right? If you're second best player of all time like LeBron James, right behind Michael Jordan, that's not bad at all. Or if you're like just made your varsity team and you're the best player in the whole school's history, that's not bad at all. Heck, if you're just a starter on the 8th grade team and you kill it, that's not bad at all. Especially if you tried your hardest and you went out there and you focused and you went out there and you trained and you trained and you trained and you trained. All right? Because you handled the things that were within your control and you didn't worry about the end result, because they say worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't get you anywhere. I learned that from Van Wilder. It's a movie. Not really a sports movie, but it's a great movie. It's hilarious. Probably need to be of age to watch it. But yeah, man, worrying is just the most ridiculous waste of time of all time. All right? So just don't do that. And if you don't do that, if you can just like stop worrying, like Wes. All right? Wes is a huge worrier. All right? And he winds up like messing himself up because he'd be like, I want to do it, and then boom, he'll drop the ball. If he could just chill, he got it. All right? And he has all the reason in the world to chill because he works his hardest. But oftentimes, those two things are correlated, meaning if you work really, really hard, chances are you can have high anxiety. If you don't work very hard and you're just like lazy, chances are you can have low anxiety. That's just how it is. But the best can somehow mix those two things up. All right? The worst mix them up in a bad way. The worst are just like doing nothing at all, and they still have high anxiety. And they're like, ah! And it's like, you're not even doing anything. You're going to lose anyway. I don't want to lose. It's like, of course you're going to lose. Shut up. But the other ones, they can somehow mix trying their hardest and low anxiety, where they try their dead hardest, and then they're like, who cares? And they just smile. And then they try their hardest again, and they're like, so? They try their hardest to win, and then they lose, and they're like, okay. And those people are like superheroes, especially among the high anxiety crowd. And they're like, how do you do it? How do you do it? It's like, I guess I'm just built different. That's what we talked about yesterday, right? All right, let's go to the next thing we got. I think this is a Did You Know? No. What is the Tiger one? It's a Tiger one. The Tiger one is, I think it's Did You Know? No, it's not. Is it? It is Did You Know? Oh, man. Okay, so this one is from last night, and this is Luka Doncic, and he made his return to the Mavs arena. And as a Laker fan, I heard about this, and I was like, what happened? What happened? Because I'll just show you.
Win is a win. Hey, my baby. How'd you like your coffee? Here's a little Kareem.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good!
How you feeling, Luka?
So they played the tribute for him at the arena. It's his first time back to Dallas, and dude starts to cry. I'm telling you what this means. This is legendary. This guy is not faking it for anybody. This guy is such an emotional human being when it comes down to basketball and how he felt about the Dallas Mavericks. If he can turn that on for the Los Angeles Lakers with LeBron helping him, this might have won them the championship right here. This is legendary. I mean, even LeBron, like, he noticed it. He was like, oh, I was just happy to be a part of that. Because right after this, he scored 45 on his old team. He said I didn't know if I would be able to play, and was like, I got it from somewhere. And LeBron said it was like an out-of-body experience then. And there's some people, when they're feeling traumatized and like dramatic, that they do worse. But when the person is like that and they do better, that's a special human being. When you can go out there and you're just like distraught and you just kick the crap out of a team. Yeah. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see from my superstars. People who care. Does he care enough to work in the off season? Probably not. Okay, but it's okay. We will take him as he is. So as a Laker fan, oh, I love those tears. Oh man, this dude has a passion. It's true passion. Like, he's still a kid. He don't care about no money. He don't care about this or that. He cared about like his family, his heart. And they took his heart from him. Oh yeah, we gotta get him, Luka. We got to get him, Luka. All right, anyways, you guys have that kind of passion. That's all I have to say. All right, moving on. We got 1-on-2 escape, 360 reverse layups. Oh, we're doing that crap. Oh, yeah, we got to do that. Okay, yes, we're going to skip Buffalo drill. Points in the pot, we'll probably do that one too. That's pretty good. Defense on the dribble handoffs. Let's talk about that. Contest shots, talk about that as well. 0 to 3 seconds, down by 3 with free throws. All right, we probably need to miss a free throw on purpose. We'll talk about that. The Olympic drill we won't do, but once we get started, all this stuff will be coming back. But right now, we're just mixing the two things together: open gym and team practice. All right, and then the smaller kids, I believe, maybe the older kids too, will play basketball the entire time. But for our Vegas team, I got something special for you guys. We need to go through all of our plays over and over and over and over and over and over again until you guys learn how to do them. And we're gonna just go through them over and over and over and over and over again, because that's what we're doing tonight. All right. I know you guys, the other people want to do the same, but you're not going to. All right. I'm sure you want to play, so you guys will play. If you want to see the actual strategy plays, you can go to our website. All right, and if you've never been to our website, I suppose I could show you. All right, so on our website right here, you want to scroll down to where it says challenges. I put it in the challenge section because it is a challenge. All right, it's a challenge to like learn all this stuff. Now it's a challenge right below this. Let me see. Where's our strategies? It's underneath the homework. Strategies right there, and there's all these plays. 16 of them: baseline out of bounds, sideline out of bounds, press break, zone, and then 12 different plays. All right, and when you get to the plays, you click on one of them, and then it shows you the step-by-step plays. All right, you can go through, you can see the next one, the next one, the next one, like that, and it shows you what we're doing. You should study this. Try to draw it out. Try to do it with your friends if you want to. But sooner or later, we will have an actual like event that will be called Strategy Day that you guys can join. All right, and you just show up. We'll figure out who to invite and where to get there and stuff like that. But we will go over all the plays for everything, because plays do help you score, and it's something to like learn plays and things like that. But at the same time, y'all got to get better first. All right, we can make all the plays in the world. If you can't make a wide open shot, then what are we doing? And if we did do the plays and we got you wide open shots, well, what happens when you don't do these plays and you don't have wide open shots? Can you make those? Can you create your own shots, or do we just have to do plays? Because you might be on a bad team. All right, you never know what the future may hold. You may be on like a team that has different plays. You know what I'm saying? So yes, we don't dwell on these things, even though they can totally help win the games. It's more like a gimmick, but it's a gimmick that everyone uses, and it's very good to learn these things. But it's better to be better. Okay, way better to be better. Let's check the highlight of the day. I don't know if I can call this a highlight. Can I call this a highlight? I'm gonna call it a mid-light, a Bud Light. All right, watch it real quick. Someone hits a long three, then these two idiots start going back and forth, but they keep making them.
This kid couldn't stop making half-court shots during his game, so his opponent saw this and had to join in. And what happens next is crazy. this kid couldn't stop
All
making.
right, so I mean, at least they made him. I mean, you know, it depends on their percentage, I suppose. If they could do this all season, that's cool. But chances are there was no defense on those plays. It's cool that they can make them, I suppose. But yeah, if you missed one of those, I would yank you so fast. But it is something. It's something to be able to make deep shots, but it's not everything. And I don't know why someone's not guarding him for reals. They kind of showed a hand right there. But usually, like, I mean, with the other team isn't even matching colors, I'm guessing that it's just like a joke game to begin with. Because this is not basketball. Don't think that this is basketball. If this is your game, you probably have less chance to win. I'm just throwing that out there. If you're a pro at it, though, anything goes. I mean, if you can make a shot from full court, pull every single time, I suppose. Hook shots from the three-point line, do it. But I don't know what I think about this. It's neat that they made it, though. It's neat. It's neat. But don't strive for this. Maybe you can strive for it. I don't know. You have to get awfully good to be able to have this kind of green light. All right. And then someone like me can always just take it from you because I was really tall and I could take out shooters pretty easily. Unless it's like Steph Curry. But Steph Curry has a lot more in his game than just this. So keep this as just part of your bag and you're okay. That's a better way to say it. This is just part of your game. You can still ball handle, you can still go to the rack, you can do a whole bunch of other things besides just chuck up threes. So heads up for that. The three-point shooters who could just shoot threes are not the most dominant players. Steph Curry can do a ton more than just shoot threes. And that's why he gets threes, because he can do a ton more. All right, anyways, moving on from this debauchery. All right, we got our, what is it? Oh, yes, our trivia question. The trivia question, you just got a sneak peek at it right there. Jay Stoff is absolutely destroying everybody. Ronnie's right behind him now with one. Nate is behind him with one as well. No one else is behind anyone. Here's the trivia questions today. If you win, you get a $50 coin for the end of the month. And the thingy is this. Who's the shortest player in NBA history to win the MVP award? Does anyone know? Who's the shortest player in NBA history to win the MVP award? I knew this right off my dome. I did have a couple of thoughts though. I actually still have a thought. Let me look it up. Is that guy MVP? How tall is he? Oh, really? Wow. That's the answer. Who got that? Who got that? Who understood that? Who understood that? That's the answer. Because his nickname is The Answer, one of the all-time best nicknames. But I was thinking, actually, I knew it was Iverson, but I was thinking Nate Tiny Archibald. Nate Tiny Archibald, I think he led the league in assists and scoring one year and might maybe average a triple. No, he didn't average a triple-double. But did he win MVP? NBA champion, NBA All-Star Game MVP, NBA assist leader. He's on the top all-time list. NBA scoring champion. Oh, he's just the all-time scoring champion. But he was only 6'1". So as tiny as Nate Tiny Archibald was, he did not win the MVP. But he was taller than Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson was shorter than a guy named Tiny. That's crazy. But yeah, Nate Tiny Archibald would have been my second pick. But no, he did not win the MVP, and he wasn't the shortest. So yes, Allen Iverson's the winner. You get your point added right there. Let me add that point to your score. You're now at 5, Jay Stolf. Good job, good job, good job. All right, we talked about the highlights. We talked about this. Let's go to a real quick commercial break. I'm designing a new commercial with Romello and his little brother in it right now. It's taking me some time, but we will have more commercials soon, guys. I know you're just like, dude, these commercials suck, right? No, the commercials will get better and better and better. Watch it. we're back. Looking at some conspiracy theories, okay? Now, I've talked about this guy several times. I do think it's very, very interesting. In a world where we had James Harden, we had Trae Young, and we had everyone else that was like foul seeking, and then they fixed it. They were like, okay, if you create a foul, we're not going to call it a foul anymore, or we'll call it a foul but give you the ball out of bounds. And thus was born SGA, who said, oh yeah, you're not gonna allow us to foul bait anymore, but what if I get extremely good at it? And he's just made a mockery of it. You can't tell anything anymore, and you're just like, I don't know. But someone said, dude, this guy has a generational whistle. Is he just good, or are the refs just being absolutely absurd? Watch this foul.
It's interesting because I'm just going to say this. I felt like Kawhi fouled him a couple of times on the drive. If the Clippers get possession, it's interesting because
So this is a foul? Obviously the refs missed it, but do the refs miss more of his? And like the announcer just said, Kawhi probably fouled him on the way there. But, man, someone who just demands stuff. Maybe it's the way that he moves his body. He missed a layup. That probably helped the situation because they were like, why did he miss? But Kawhi Leonard is not just an elite defender. He's like a superstar defender. So wouldn't he get a whistle too? Are they trying to make SGA into like someone who could like contend for an MVP award? I'm just saying. Like, I know that this is our conspiracy segment, and I shouldn't get all tinfoil hat on you, but look, I admit that like superstars get calls, especially when it comes down to like LeBron and Jokic. But LeBron and Jokic also get beat up, so they don't get calls. But that's because they're big. So when your superstar is small, I think that's the deal. If I'm trying to play devil's advocate to this conspiracy theory, that's the reason why they call the calls, because he's small. And for you guys, since you're small as well, you must well use that to your advantage. Like I've told you guys a lot, you're allowed to hit. Small people are allowed to just hit, and then you're not allowed to be hit. So go into them. All right, you can use your size, like we just mentioned for Allen Iverson and Nate Tiny Archibald, in your favor. And I think that it does have to do with he's fast. It's hard to see. He's small, so they give him the benefit of the doubt. He's a scoring machine, so he knows how to make shots. So if he misses, they're just like, oh, that's odd. And then he baits people into fouls on top of that, so it's always keeping you on your toes. He's attacking people. He's not just chucking threes like those half-court guys. Even Steph Curry gets fewer calls because of the amount of shots that he shoots. But if you're constantly attacking people and scoring and doing your thing, they're going to be very beneficial to you because it just looks like a foul. But there could be a conspiracy. There could be, where they all get together in a room and they're like, we got to make SGA the MVP because we've never had an acronym guy be the MVP besides LBJ. If you understood that, you're a basketball junkie. But yeah, let's move on. Let's see what kind of homework we've done. I'll say it. You are what you do, now what you say you do. Okay, we got the homework. Who's posting? Weston 400 shots. Blake Bastani posted something. Richie posted. There we go, Richie. I like it. All right, I see it. Was that Aiden? Oh, we got Aiden back. Aiden and his brother are back. Aiden and Daniel Ramirez. All right. Was that Jacob right there? Do we got Jacob? Do we have a Jacob sighting? J10 Hoops. I'm guessing that's Jacob Tenenbaum. What? Oh, man. We got Jace right there, too. Aiden and Daniel. They added their own website. Nice job. Okay. Hey, now we're moving. Now we're getting that needle moving a little bit. Okay, I like it, guys. You keep it up. All right. Anyway, let's go to the last thing that we're going to talk about. Oh, and this is what I was just talking about right here. So I expressed, if you are small, how they will give you calls if you go, right? And then I said Joker and LeBron don't get as many calls, even though they do get superstar calls. But they don't get all the calls. It's because they're big. And when you hit someone who's big and they don't move, the referee doesn't know if you hit them hard or if you hit them soft. That's why you're allowed to foul. And that's why Shaq isn't really allowed to push you, because if he just pushes you a little bit, you're going to go flying. It's like, did he mean to foul you? But with Giannis right here, since he's so big, this might have been a flagrant foul if it was on a smaller player. Someone hit SGA like this, one, they might kill him, but two, it's definitely like a flagrant. But watch this hit real quick. So it was a shoulder, extended, everything. I'm telling you, it doesn't look like anything because Giannis didn't fall. I mean, like, he got hit. They called the foul. But Giannis, he took the contact. And let's say that Giannis hit that guy like that. Would have easily been offensive, but it would have been like, oh, he tried to kill him. All right? And so you have to understand, it's kind of like judo. All right? When you're when someone pushes you, you should pull them. When someone pulls you, you should push them. And you have to understand weight and height and things like that. Because Allen Iverson wasn't just the shortest MVP, he was the lightest MVP in weight. He weighed 165 pounds. All right, and he was able to go to the basket on Shaq and score against Shaquille O'Neal, who was like one of the largest players to ever play. The difference in their weight, probably like 200 pounds. Difference in their height, over a foot. Yet if Allen Iverson is on a fast break with Shaq, it was a advantage to Iverson. It was a mismatch on Iverson's behalf. Shaq would be like shaking in his boots. It'd be like, I can't stop this guy. He learned to hit Shaq if he had to get a foul, learned to lob it over him, and he was extremely tough. So when he did get hit, he got back up. Allen Iverson was a very, very special player. Yes, he could jump out the gym, was quicker than spit, but he was also just tough. All right, and he was savvy. He's smart. So if you're Giannis, or if you're Shaq, or if you were me in parts of my career, I had to avoid people. I had to not hit them too hard. I had to watch out for my strength. So if you are smaller, don't see it as a negative. Be like, wait a minute, there's a lot of positives that go along with this. You're allowed to pop Giannis as hard as you can and not have to worry about it. And I got to tell you, as a bigger guy, and I used to be a smaller guy when I was younger, okay? When you get hit, it still hurts. All right? Maybe not as much as getting hit by Shaq, but I mean, a hit's a hit. Especially if you hit me like in my ribs, my stomach, something like that. I mean, a hit sucks. All right, so realize your power and realize what you guys can bring to the table, you small people, because yeah, this is not in Giannis's favor because he gets to get hit like this every single game and has to react right. Shaq used to be so mad that people would be fouling him because it still hurt him. All right. Anyways, last thing that we're talking about is our quote of the day again. All right. The quote of the day for the day is pain's inevitable. Talking about Giannis. Sorry, Giannis. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. So make sure that even though you are going to be in pain, that you don't suffer through it. You want to move beyond it. All right. Pain isn't going to hold you back from doing the things that you love. I assure you, in college, man, like being in pain was just a part of the game. Like it would hurt to walk to practice. It would hurt to walk from practice. It would hurt to walk to the training room. It hurt to walk out there. As soon as I got on the court, I was ready, and nothing hurt at all. It just you just snap out of it. All right. So, but also the things that hurt you, whether it be mental or physical, they're just there to make you stronger, to build character. So understand that. So allow it to build your character. Got it? Don't forget to sign up for all the games. And don't forget to show up to Open Gym tonight. I'll see you guys then. All right, take care. Reese pieces, y'all. I'm out.